Hello, my name is Whitney. Kara's my big sister. I have 2 children. Both were great pregnancies, no problems, no drugs or interventions for labor and delivery, with the exception that I did get the Tdap when I was pregnant with my first. My medical provider said that I should absolutely do it for the safety of my baby. And although I had my hesitations, I did for him, for my baby. While I was pregnant with my first child, I was fully aware of my nephew's adverse reactions. I never doubted Kara. When she spoke of it, I could always feel that it was true. I knew it was. And while I hated it for them, my ignorance said that it could never happen to us, not to my baby. She tried to warn me, but we had sat down with our physician, our pediatrician, multiple times, and he said multiple times how safe and effective vaccines were. And that if we didn't vaccinate, that our child wouldn't be seen in any pediatric office, especially not theirs, couldn't attend daycare or school, no fear mongering at all. So we did. Fast forward to 12 months of age, and Ezra was ahead of his peers. He could count, he knew many words, animals, their sounds, he knew his colors, he was very bright. But shortly after 18 months, we started losing him to autism. That light was starting to fade. First he regressed with eye contact and then speech, followed by extreme digestive issues and terrible sleeping habits. He was diagnosed shortly before 3.5, and after a day of grieving, I dug into the research, and at first I looked at what the medical professionals had handed us, which was really just a couple recommended books and a stack of papers for resources, for wait lists that we'll never get to. Literally, wait lists and some of these resources are anywhere from 6 months to 8 years long. Then I started to listen to that voice that had been in the back of my mind the whole time, and I started to look at vaccines, what's in them, and how they can affect the human body. And I looked at his medical records alongside older videos and photos of him, well child visits followed by fevers and Tylenol as directed, and then subsequent unwell visits for diarrhea, ear infections, eczema. And when I came to the realization that I had put my child in harm's way, my first call was to my sister, and I apologized and asked her if she could ever forgive me. We cried together. We cried for ourselves, for each other, and for our boys. I also want to share that we no longer use allopathic medicine. They've not been helpful on our healing journey. We eat well, take supplements, and seek the advice and treatment of holistic and natural practitioners. And slowly but surely, the light in our boy shines brighter every day. We have kept a relationship with our new pediatrician solely for things I can't treat at home. And once a year, I simply say, no shots today. We quit shots with my second at 6 months old. Her and my nieces are unvaxxed and absolutely thriving. So for all the fear that is instilled in us, for the self-doubt that's imposed upon us, these little ladies have shown us that health does not come from a needle. We don't practice medicine in our home, as we are not doctors, but we do practice health. It's found in our cabinets, our fridge, with exercise, clean water, sunshine, and good sleep. And as for our son, while parts of our journey are very sad, that's not where his story ends. He's doing awesome, and you might see him later today, a beautiful blonde boy, healthy, with a ton of energy, joy, love, and such a bright light. Occasionally, people reach out to me to ask about vaccines, mostly new parents who are concerned, and rightfully so. I've been asked which ones to avoid, and all I can truly say is that I regret them all. While I'm grateful to know the truth, I wish it weren't at the expense of my son. My friends, I urge you to not dwell in sadness and darkness, but rather keep your faith and conviction and to continue to fight for the truth. Thank you.